Hello everyone. In this video, we'll see complete working of Pure Mathematics Paper 1, Feb March 2021. First question. The function f is defined by f of x is equal to 1 by 3x plus 2 plus x square for x is less than minus 1. Determine whether f is an increasing function, decreasing function or neither. Now the function is given f of x is equal to 1 by 3x plus 2 plus x, that can be written in the standard form so that we can apply the formula x to the power n. So first order derivative is equal to derivative of this function. This is very important. In this step it indicates that we are finding the derivative of that function. So this is 3x plus 2 to the power minus 1 plus x square. Now note that this is composite one. So first we will use the power rule and then find the derivative of that composite one. So by the formula this is minus 1, this is 3x plus 2 to the power minus 1 is minus 2, and the derivative of 3x plus 2 is 3, and the derivative of x square is 2x. Next, this is 3 minus 1 into 3 is minus 3 divided by 3x plus 2 to the power 2, and this is plus 2x. Now function is said to be increasing function if f dash x is greater than 0, and it is said to be decreasing if f dash x is less than 0, and test is fail if that f dash x is equal to 0. Now in this case we see that this x plus 3 plus 2 the whole square is a positive number, and this is minus 3, so this part is negative, and as for x it is given in the problem that x is less than minus 1. So for x is less than minus 1, this part also negative, so negative plus negative, so everything is negative. So f dash x is less than 0 for x is less than minus 1. So therefore we can say that f is decreasing function. Now question number 2. Graph of y is equal to f of x is transformed to the graph of y is equal to 1 plus f of half x. Describe fully the two single transformation which have been combined to give the resulting transformation. Now y is equal to 1 plus f of half x, comparing with y is equal to f of ax plus b, y is equal to f of ax plus b. In this case we see that this is our shift and this part is our stretch. So we can see that there is a shift of 1 unit upward in y direction of the function or translation 0 1. Also straight with factor of 2 in y direction, in x direction. Now question 3. The diagram shows the part of curve with the equation y is equal to x square plus 1. The shaded region enclosed by the curve, the y-axis, and the line y is equal to 5 is rotated through 360 degree about the y-axis. Find the volume obtained. 4 marks. So in this case, since 360 degree of rotation is given, 360 degree of rotation in y axis, and also that y is equal to x square plus 1, therefore we can write x square is equal to y minus 1. Since 360 degree rotation is given in y direction, therefore formula for the volume becomes v is equal to pi into integral y is equal to c to y is equal to d f of y the whole square dy. This is very important in this case because that since 360 degree rotation is given in y axis, so our formula for the volume is equal to pi y is equal to c to integral y is equal to c to y is equal to d f of y to the whole square into dy, which is equal to now pi into integral the value of c and d we need to find. So from the graph we can see that minimum value, that is lower limit, this is lower limit of the y and this is the upper limit. So lower limit is 1, upper limit is 5. So we can put y is equal to 1 to y is equal to 5, and that function f of y, this is f of y, so x square here, so this is y minus 1, so x square is y minus 1 dy, which is equal to, now this is simply we need to integrate this. So integration of y is y square by 2 minus integration of 1 is y. Now we need to substitute the limits from 1 to 5, which is equal to pi. So substitute the upper limit, so this is 5 square is 25 by 2 minus this is 5 minus 1 is 1 square is 1 by 2 minus of 1, which is equal to pi. Now we'll simplify this part. So this is LCM is 25 minus 10 divided by 2, so 15 by 2, and this is half minus 1, so minus 1, but minus become plus, so this is plus half, which is equal to 6, this is 15 by 2, this is half, so total is 16 by 2, so this is 16 by 2, which is equal to 8 pi. Now we are finding the volume, so we will write 8 pi unit cube. Units cube. Now we'll see question number 4. A curve has equation y is equal to x square minus 2x minus 3. A point is moving along the curve in such a way that at P the y coordinate is increasing at 4 unit per second and x coordinate is increasing at 6 unit per second. Find the x coordinate of y. So by looking the problem, there is word define that increasing per unit seconds. So obviously this is the function of and this problem is related with rate of change. So let's see the solution. Given, what is given? Y is equal to x square minus 2x minus 3. So and second, the rate in change that rate of change in x coordinate. So we'll write dx by dt which is equal to 6 because there is a 6 unit per second increase in x coordinate. Similarly dy by dt is equal to 4 because in the problem it is given y coordinate is increasing at 4 unit per second and x coordinate is increasing 6 unit per second. That is, it is a rate of change problem. So dx by dt is 6 and dy by dt is equal to 4. So from y is equal to this we can find dy by dx which is equal to derivative of x square minus 2x minus of 3 which is equal to derivative of x square is 2x, derivative of 2x is 2 and this is constant, so we'll write 0. Also dy by dx is equal to dy by dt dy by dy by dt is equal to dy by dx into dx by dt. This is our chain rule. This is because of chain rule. Now in this case always remember that out of these three quantity this part is always from the derivative. So this can be found using the derivative this and this. Sometime this is given, they will ask this one. Sometime this is given, they will ask to find the rate in this. But in this problem both are is given and they are asking to find out that value, that x coordinate of p. So this is our unknown. So dy by dx is given 2x minus 2 and this dx by dt is given 6 unit, dy by dt is given 4 unit. So 2x minus 2 is equal to 4 by 6. So taking 2, this you can take the 2 common or that simplification is of your way, you can choose any method of simplifying this. So this is 2 by 3, So this is 6x minus of 6 is equal to 2. So 6x is equal to 8. So x is equal to 8 by 6, which is equal to 4 by 3. So x coordinate, x coordinate of P is equal to 4 by 3. Now we'll see question number 5. Solve the equation tan theta plus 3 sin theta plus 2 divided by tan theta minus 3 sin theta plus 1 is equal to 0 for theta lies between 0 and 95 mark question. Now to solve such a equation, we always simplify the first equation. So tan theta plus this, so therefore tan theta plus 3 sin theta plus 2 is equal to 2 times tan theta minus 3 sin theta plus 1. Now this is tan theta plus 3 sin theta plus 2 is equal to 2 tan theta minus 3 to the 6 sin theta plus 2. Now we can see that plus 2 on both the sides, so we can cancel out that 2 first of all, and then you can see this is a 2 tan theta, this is tan theta. If you shift there, so we will write only tan theta, and this is 3 theta, this is 3, this is minus sin 6 sin theta. So if we shift there, it becomes 9 sin theta. Now we need to solve this equation. So our job to convert the expression either in terms of sine, cos or tan, but in this case we see that we need to convert this tan in terms of sine, cos. So this is sine theta by cos theta is equal to 9 sin theta. So this is sine theta is equal to 9 times sine theta into cos theta. So if we shift this side, so this it becomes sine theta minus 9 sine theta into cos theta, which is equal to 0. You can see that we can take sine theta as a common. So sine theta we left with 1 minus 9 cos theta, which is equal to 0. Now here we can apply the nullity theorem, that is product of two number is 0 implies a 0, v 0 or both. So E dot v is equal to 0, this implies a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0 or both a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 0. So sine theta is equal to 0 or 1 minus 9 sine theta is equal to 0. So sine theta is equal to 0 or sine theta is equal to 1 by, sorry, I think I did the mistake. This is 1 minus cos theta. Do the correction. This is cos theta. So this is 1 minus cos theta. 1 minus cos theta equal to 0. So here now we need to find our theta between 0 to 90. So between 0 to 90, for theta is equal to 0, we have only one value, that is theta is equal to 0 for this equation, and for this one cos theta is equal to 1 by 9. Therefore theta is equal to cos inverse of 1 by 9. So if we use calculator, by using the calculator you can find this is 83.6. Question number 6. The coefficient of 1 by x in the expansion of 2x plus a by x square to the power 5 is 720. Question 1. Find the possible value of constant a. And B is, hence find the coefficient of 1 by x to the power 7 in the expansion. Now note that whenever the problem comes for the finding the coefficient in the expansion, that is problem of binomial, always write down the formula this rth term. So any rth term is equal to NCR, that is n choose r or NCR into p to the power r into q to the power n minus r. This formula is very important for finding the rth term. So therefore, now in this case the power of power is 5. So 5 c r we don't know. So this is 2, first term is 2x to the power r, and second one is a by x square to the power 5 minus r. So this calculation reduced to 5 cr. This is 2 to the power r, x to the power r. This is e to the power 5 minus r divided by 2 x square to power 5 minus r. So we need to multiply. This is 2 into 5, 10. So x to the power 10 minus 2r is equal to some number into x to the power, which is equal to some number into x to the power 3r minus 10. Now 3r minus 10, which is equal to this part, since we want to find the coefficient of 1 by x in this expansion. So this is equal to, this part is actually equal to x to the power minus 1, that is 3r minus 10 is equal to minus 1. So therefore 3r is equal to 9, therefore r is equal to 3. Next, that coefficient, now here that a value of r is already calculated by us as a 3. Now this value we can substitute here, and we can find the solution to the problem. So this is 5, choose 3, 2x, r value is 3, a by x square to the power, this is 2, because the 5 minus 3 is 2, which is equal to 720 by x, because that 720 is the coefficient of in that expansion is given. So we are comparing here for the power. So this is 720, that is this coefficient must be equal to this is x to the power 4, this is 3, so this will get cancelled, so you are getting the same value. So this is, now you can use your calculator. 5c2 is equal to 10 into 2 to the power 3 is 8, x to the power is 3 into a square divided by x to the power 4, which is equal to 720 divided by x. You can see that after the calculation it becomes 10 into 8 is 80 a square is equal to 720, just comparing the coefficient. So therefore a square is equal to 720 divided by 80. This is 0 get cancels, 8 9s are 72. So a square is equal to 9. Therefore the value of a is equal to plus minus 3. Now in this case the question is which value we can take, a is 3 or a is minus 3. Now since you can see that from here that a is always positive, if you are taking negative also a become positive, so we will take a is equal to 3 only. Now b part to find the coefficient of 1 by x to the power 7 in the expansion. That is 1 by x to the power 7 can be written as x to the power minus 7. Therefore 3r minus 10 is equal to minus 7. So therefore r is equal to 1. So if I choose 1, 2x to the power 1 a by x square to the power 4, which is equal to 5, because 5 choose 1 is 5, 2x power 2 is 2x, that value of a to the power 4 divided by x to the power 8. So this is x to the power 8, this is 1x cancel out, so 5 2s are 10. Value of a is already calculated in a part, this is 3 to the power 4 divided by x to the power 7, which is equal to 810 divided by x to the power 7. Therefore coefficient of 1 by x to the power 7 is equal to 810. Question number 7. The diagram shows a sector AOB which is a part of circle with center O and the radius 6 centimeter, and with the angle AOB is equal to 0.8 radian. The point C on OB is such that AC is perpendicular to OB. AC is perpendicular to OB. The arc CD is a part of the circle. The arc CD is a part of circle with the center O, where D lies on OA, where D is lies on OA. Our job to find the area of the shaded region. Now to find the area of this shaded region, we can see that if we subtract this arc area, this sector area from this triangle AOC, will get the required answer, this shaded part. So To find this area of this sector, actually we require this OC, this OC. So our first job to find OC. So OC, we can use this triangle, right angle triangle, to find the OC, that is adjacent side. This radian is given. Also OB is equal to OA. Why? Because both are the radii of this big sector. So we can find the formula for cos theta. So cos theta is equal to OC divided by OA, that is adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. We will see again how we need actually to find OC. We need to find the sector area, sorry, shaded region. For that we need to subtract this sector area from this triangle. So we need to find first this sector area and then area of that triangle. In that OC is not given. Instead of that, that OB is given, but this is the sector. So this OB is equal to, in this case OB must be equal to OA, because both are the radii. So this is also 6. Now that hypotenuse is given, adjacent side we want, and that angle is given. So obviously we need to apply the cos theta. So cos theta is equal to OC, OC adjacent divided by OA, hypotenuse. Now that theta is given in radian, which is 0.8, which is equal to, now OC is not given, but that OA is given 6. So that OC is equal to 6 into cos theta, which is 0.8. By using the calculator we can find the value of cos 0.8 into 6, which is equal to 4.18 centimeter. So OC is equal to this much. Now let's find the area of that sector. Area of the sector, this OCD. So area of sector O, area of this sector OCD. So area of sector OCD is equal to half r square into theta. Now the value of r means the small, that OC we have already. So here half r square, this OC is nothing but that radius for the smaller sector, you can say. So in this case this is our r. So r square is 4.18 the whole square into that theta is given already in the radian 0.8, which is equal to, use the calculator. So by using the calculator we can calculate half into, so this is 0.4 then square. So using the calculator we can see that this is 6.989 centimeter square. Next we want to find the area of that triangle. So area of triangle area of this triangle OCA, area of triangle OCA is equal to half base into height. So in this case, that base is, you can see, base is, but that AC is also not given. So our first job to find out that AC. So half, base is OC, so half into OC into AC, that AC is now our job to find out that AC. AC is not given, but we can apply the sine formula here. Sine theta is equal to sine theta, that is sine 0.8, which is equal to AC by OA. So AC by OA, which is equal to, AC is not given, OA is again 6 centimeter. So AC is equal to 6 into sine 0.8, which is equal to, so there are two ways, either you can calculate or directly use this value here. So we are not going to calculate, directly we will use here and calculate the area of. So area of the triangle AOCA is equal to half into OC is, right now we calculated 4.18, into AC just now we calculated 6 into sine 0.8, which is equal to, use your calculator, try to. So by using the calculator, this value is equal to 8.996 centimeter square. Therefore, required area, this required area is area of this triangle minus area of this sector. So required area is equal to area of triangle OCA minus area of sector OCD, which is equal to, this area already calculated here, 6 8 area, this is, yes, this we can say number 2, and this we can say number 1. So from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, this is 8.996 minus 6.989, which is equal to, after the calculation, so this is 6, this is 2, approximately 2 point something is ours. Use the calculator. So by using calculator, this is 2.01. Now we are finding area, so we will write centimeter square.